think people probably reference a lot of MTV, Teen Mom, and probably all the bad things with being a teen mom or teen mother.
Sadness for the child, it's a big step to, be able to take care of another person and thing. So yeah, it's kind of sad. I think it's specifically in the Asian American community, the regards to whole like saving face, being like, like not losing shame or disrespecting or just that type of keeping certain things private can be difficult in the Asian American community.
Getting more and more serious because teenagers, they don't really have the sufficient knowledge about sex, so they don't know how to protect themselves, and then they got curious about sex in their age, so they go out. And it's so much easier now with lots of media such as online, such as different kinds of software apps, which allows them to meet strangers online easily. But since they don't know how to protect themselves, so it's easier to get pregnant. So I think it's getting more serious.
I want to say it's affected it very little. You don't really hear of very many Asian American teen moms. I think it's just one of those things maybe built into the type of kind of culture, I guess, Asian culture, that it just doesn't happen as often, so I want to say it's affected them a little.
Teenagers, they're immature. They don't know how to be a parent. So some of them might dump their baby in rubbish bin, or really it's true.
Okay.
They kill their own infants, and which I think is a cruel thing to do, and it's not good for the future development of the mother. I don't know about the father, because the father is just providing sperm, he can just abandon the mother and the child without any responsibility. And yeah, they're jerk.
For me, as a Cambodian American, if I got pregnant, it's more of a shame within the family.
I've got two friends who got pregnant when they were still in secondary school. So after that, she has to be a mother. She can't go to college, even though she's capable of. She has to stay at home and take care of her kids. And then, because they got married, like, they're not happy because they're not, they stay together because of the kid, not because of love. So basically, I don't see that there's a bright future of them. I don't see that there's already happening a lot of conflict. The father is still young and he wants to play. He don't want to settle down. So, which gives a lot of burden to the mother.
Okay.
And then the mother is having some mental health problem right now. Yeah, she's suffering from depression and she wants a divorce. She doesn't know how to deal with the kid. And yeah, and she thinks she's always complaining about she could have a better life than this, and she deserved better than this.
When I was in middle school, I have a really close friend, and she got a boyfriend and they had sex, and one day she told me she got a pregnancy test and it's 2 lines on the pregnancy test, and I'm like, oh my god, you're pregnant. And yeah, and she's like all crying and really stressful because she couldn't tell anyone about it. She ended up telling her boyfriend's uncle, and he can sign the sheet for her so she can take the abortion. But abortion at all is just a bad thing.
Okay. So how about the girl's parents? Do they know?
They never know.
I think the reality is nowadays to understand that youth are growing up faster than in previous generations, and early awareness and education should be accounted for?
Probably being open-minded, being there for them. I mean,
Really, I think acknowledging it is one of the biggest things in the Asian American community, and understanding that if you're really concerned about losing face, you can lose a lot more face by not taking care of and respecting the child that.
I think there should be vendors everywhere selling condoms, and when they buy a Coke or when they buy chips, they should buy a condom too. So, safe sex.
Yeah.
And for those who have found out that they're pregnant already, I think they should keep in contact with their family. Donate a kid to gay family or for parents who can't have kids.